Hello viewers, welcome to Diaspora Speak. Today we are at the annual general meeting for the Kenya Society, and we have such the pleasure of talking to Patrick Orr, who has been the chairman for the Kenya Society for such a good number of years. So we want to speak to him. For me, from when I started coming to the Kenya Society, I've only seen Patrick Orr. Patrick Orr, welcome to the program. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you very much.
And today is the annual general meeting. So tell us about you and your engagement with the Kenya Society. Before even the chairmanship, why did you decide to be part of the Kenya Society?
Well, I lived for 10 years in Kenya in the 1970s and was very happy there. In fact, in the previous decade, in the 1960s, I was touring with various rugby clubs to Kenya. In 1970, I started my own business in Kenya. I got married in Kenya, child in Kenya, so we decided at some stage to come back. And I always felt that something was missing from the Kenya scene here, and that was an appreciation of the energy and the excitement and the fun that Kenyans put into their social lives. So that was when I thought that maybe we should start a Kenya Society. And knowing Sally Koskei, the High Commissioner, a young lady who was going places very quickly, she was the High Commissioner at that time, we decided to find a way for some Kenyans that we knew to take part and form the society with us, which is what we did.
Fantastic. You have invested so much time into the Kenya Society because, as much as I can remember, you have been at the forefront of everything that the Kenya Society is doing. What has been your driving force for this Kenya Society? And again, even your office, because we know that part of your office was supporting you to really do the Kenya Society. What has that growth been like for you?
Well, I think very exciting. It's been a situation where Kenyans have got to be convinced that joining a society is worthwhile. Secondly, to have a number of events which they can enjoy, take advantage of, which are close to home and of interest to them. Fundamentally, those are the basic reasons. And to keep the momentum going, I think, has been the important part of what we've tried to do.
And you brought a lot of the, like the British Kenyans or British who have lived in Kenya. They've been feeling part and parcel of the Kenya Society. Now, today, I know that it was the AGM and you're changing the chairmanship. What would you like to see happening to the Kenya Society in the coming years? Because this is kind of your baby. You've grown it to this level. We've seen the numbers here today, enjoying the luncheon. It's big. What would you like to see more happening with the Kenya Society?
Well, I think much of the same in many ways, to keep the momentum going, to build the membership, which could be bigger and should be bigger, and to, I think, get Kenyans living in this country, of whom there are a large number now, living in the UK, to become engaged in really meaningful activities, like our new association with British universities where they're Kenyan students, and seeing if we can get them engaged and get them involved in building the student numbers, to interact between student numbers living in Kenya and living in this country, who will make a contribution to Kenya when they go back, when they go home. So it's a new era in a way for the Kenya Society. We're still going to have lots of fun, still going to do lots of interesting things, but I think essentially that we're moving forward now into a new era of meaningful activities which will be to the benefit of Kenya and indeed to the UK in the longer term.
Fantastic. And your love for Kenya cannot be hidden. I've seen you big events that have happened in the Kenyan community in the United Kingdom, like especially through the government. We've seen when the presidents come here, you are always at the forefront. That is a beautiful thing to say. So with the Kenyan government, what has that link been like? Or what else can we do to build that link with the government and the Kenya Society? Because we have seen you there at the forefront.
Well, I think what we've tried to do is to build relations between Kenyans living in this country and the Kenya High Commission. We have supported some very good High Commissioners here who've been thoroughly worthwhile, like the present High Commissioner, Manoa Esipisu, who recognise the value of the society and what it can achieve for Kenya. And essentially, as I say, much of the same, but with maybe a new meaningful existence, new meaningful activities, where Kenyan students benefit from what is actually happening in this country and the opportunities that exist in this country when they have their degrees and have worked forward on behalf of this country.
So finally, there's going to be the final statement. You're talking to the Kenyans, you're talking to friends of Kenya, telling them goodbye from the fact that you're not the chairman. So just that goodbye is a direct message to the camera. You're just saying your goodbyes in the best way you can see how.
Yeah. Well, Kenya due. It's a wonderful country, it deserves the best, and may it prosper and continue to prosper. Thank you.
All the best to you, and we hope you'll continue as a member, and we'll continue to see you at all these functions.
What's your message to Kenyans and expatriates who have a rich sense of, you know, how much they love Kenya to join into the Kenya society?
I think first the big step is being made with the transition. Mr. Patrick Orr, who's been at the helm for a very long time, is just stepped down. Juvenile Shund is taking over. If they are Kenyans, they can see a Kenyan face leading at the moment. They can see a greater attention to gender parity in the leadership. But the important thing for them to know is that these people are in Kenya society because they think about our country, they think well of our country, they want our country to succeed. And if you're a Kenyan here in the UK, Kenya society would offer you an opportunity to be part of this group that wants our country to succeed. And so when you come here, lots of young professionals, for instance, say they don't know where to go, they don't know where to meet Kenyans, they don't know how to connect. This is the place that you come to connect to their fellow Kenyans, connect to your fellow professionals, connect with people who have done something already, both for themselves and for their country. So that's the message I'd like to give them, that this is a welcoming place and they can make a contribution.
What would you like to say about his leadership really to the Kenya society?
Well, to talk about Patrick Orr, first of all, you have to go back and say Patrick Orr has been affiliated in Kenya for many years, right from the early 63 or whatever. He played rugby for one of the Kenyan rugby teams in the early 60s. And since then, he has had a lot of attachments in Kenya. Indeed, his PR firm was for many years the main PR for the Kenya government in the UK for quite many years. So Patrick has a very strong affiliation with Kenya. He's a Kenyan at heart.